Right, so any characteristic that you have, color of your hair, the color of your eyes, all of those are traits. And what is a gene?
Chemical factor.
And so not only is it a chemical factor, but it determines your traits. So what genes you have determines what you're going to look like, what your personality is going to be, etc. Does that make sense? And so what are alleles then? Different forms of what?
Gene.
So it's kind of like they work in layers. You have the gene up here, which determines the trait, and then you have alleles, which are different forms of genes. So alleles could be like you and your sibling have different hair color, or etc. Things like that. But genes are just like what carries the hereditary information. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then true or false? If a pea plant has a recessive allele for green peas, it will produce green peas. If it does not also have a dominant allele for yellow peas. It's actually true, because its alleles would kind of look like this. Little g, which is stands for green, green. So this would be green. But if it was, say, big Y, little g, that would be yellow. Because the Y is capital, so it takes over the lowercase. Does that make sense? Anytime there's a capital letter, that's what is going to be represented. So if I have big B, let's say big B, little b, that would be brown hair. But if I have little b, that would be blonde hair. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the capital letters are dominant. They dominate whatever the little letter is. So it doesn't matter what that is as long as there's a capital letter. Does that make sense? But when they're together like that, see how there's no capital there?
Right.
Then it has to be that. Make sense?
Yeah.